Morning. Good morning, child. I'm doing fine. I'm glad you asked. I'm so busy packing my stuff things. Cause you know I'm on the move and things. Some of the haters said I was on the run for a long time. And ain't nobody looking for me but them, the haters. I'm on their watch list. I'm on the haters watch list and things. And they say I'm the one that's been hiding. But as you can see, I ain't hard to find. And things. Meanwhile, they the one hiding behind these fake pages and things. I think they lying on me and telling the truth about them by projecting the real narrative on me that's really their actuality. That's what I think. But I digress. Anyway, as you can see, I'm naked this morning. I don't have my sunglasses and things. You know, that's my option. It's not that I'm hiding. That's just my stilo. And you gonna let me have my stilo, right? That's that's just a part of me. And I wear them when I get ready. But some people, they use a lot of things as a mask. And for a long time, we've seen a lot of these young girls in this culture, this this culture, you know, the BBL culture, the plastic surgery culture. They've used that as a mask, a cover up, to project an image. And you got to be careful about projecting an image because you can live a lie so long that it becomes your truth. And you get caught up in a world that's not even real. And that's what a lot of these young girls are suffering from right now. Body image, self-esteem issues, self-identity issues, identity fraud, you know. And I just thank God that I myself was saved from that culture. Once upon a time, myself, I suffered from self-esteem issues and body image issues and self-identity crisis because society is always telling you that you're not enough. They're always telling you, you too fat, you too skinny, you too this, you too that. And you're never enough for society. And a lot of these people, they don't even have it together themselves. They're ugly. Their own life is jacked up and raggedy, but they're pointing the finger at your flaws and trying to rip you apart and tell you that you're not enough. And I thank God today that even like this, I am enough. Even if it's not for you, it's enough for me. I love all of this. All of it. Every bit of it, from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet and everything in between. That's why I don't get mad at the haters when they uh put pictures up and videos up and try to mock how I look or how I talk or what I do or what I did or none of that, because I know who I am, unlike them. Yes, Brandon. Hello, Brandon. How are you doing today? Brandon, you need to come over here and help me move, Brandon. Help me pack and move. Woo, there's a lot of stuff, Brandon. Woo, and I stayed up past midnight last night. I didn't mean to stay up that long, but I'm glad I did because I got a lot of stuff done that I had no idea that I need to get done and things. And yesterday I went to go look at a prospective place. Ooh, and I don't know about it. You know how these people they promote their place on social media and all over the internet like it's so wonderful. And then when you get to the place and check it out, huh? It ain't nothing like the pictures on the internet. and how they promoted it to be. And I saw a few too many hood rats over there. I saw too many hair bonnets walking around. And I said, if push come to shove, I might have to go ahead and take it. Because time is winding down and I got to get out of here in about 2 more weeks. And I got another option on the board. I'm hoping that that'll come through. And they taking so long to run my stuff through. It don't take that long. And what it is, they really, I think the other one, they really don't want no black people over there because they think all black people are just alike. They think, see, they confused. They think niggas and blacks is the same thing. And I have a hard time proving myself to these people. I'm not a nigga. I'm a black person, a strong black woman. I'm a Christian. And see, they think all of us are niggas. And that's not true. And I know that's why it's taking so long to run my stuff through. It don't take that long. And then you can waste a lot of money with these application fees. Them application fees, they add up. Okay. It ain't nothing but a racket. It ain't nothing but a racket that they running. A money racket. And who started that anyway? Application fee. Application fee. And then they got all these administration fees and service fees and all. Oh, it ain't nothing but a money grab. But anyway, I'm hoping that the white man, he'll select so mess over there. I picked up a lot of messy energy from over there where I went yesterday. And it's so far to drive. Oh, it's real far to drive. And I said, I don't know about this and all this traffic. Oh my God. But if I have to go over there, I'm gonna try to mind my own business and not interact within the I don't even know how it's gonna happen because when I'm going in and out of my place, they might be outside in the parking lot hanging out on their vehicles and things, waiting to see what I'm doing and how they gonna rob me and all that kind of stuff. But I'm hoping if it comes and see, I really didn't want no another apartment. I really didn't. I was really trying to get me a house while I'm working on foolishness is going on right now with the housing market. Oh, and they need so much paperwork. They need so much paperwork. So that's taking a long time. My ownership part of it. I'm trying to get me a home. Owning. But that's taking a long process right there. So in the meantime, I was really hoping to get a house to rent. But see, these housing prices, they done skyrocketed. And they got so much criteria because a lot of these scammers was scamming real bad during the first leg of the pandemic when Donald Trump um signed that what was it, the eviction moratorium, and a lot of people didn't pay their rent for like a year, 2 years. And see now the all the landlords, they trying to get their lick back. And make everybody suffer and pay the price for what they had to go through. Even though they got some money from the CARES Act, they greedy and they can't get enough money. So now they're gonna make everybody suffer by jacking the prices up and creating all this criteria that you gotta have in order to get their little ragged ass houses and things. So I just don't have time for all of that. So I gotta really I don't want to be rushing the process and just desperate because I have learned my lesson about that. When you're desperate, you can really get yourself jammed up in a mess. So I'm trying not to be desperate, but I got to keep in mind that the time is winding down, and I got to be very careful wherever I go because I do not want to be around hood rats. Cause this they don't get worse than they ever was before. They don't get way worse, and they so ferocious. They so ferocious right now, and they shooting, they killing, they carjacking, they robbing. It's just terrible. And then yesterday when I was over at that place where I was applying for yesterday. Ooh, they smell some fresh meat. And they start walking over there to the office, calling themselves being slick, checking me out, and pretending like everybody want to check their mail. And I'm like, why they coming to the office to check their mail? Everybody pretending like they want to check their mail. And most of them was young in that age group, that dangerous age group from 20 to 35 years old. That's a danger. Them some dangerous motherfuckers. Forgive me, Lord, for cussing. And they kept on coming over there looking at me, eyeballing me and things. And I was pretending like I wasn't looking at them, but I was looking at them and they were looking at me. And then one boy, he just kept on walking around. I could feel that dangerous energy coming off of him. And I said, he checking me out. He trying to see, am I gonna be moving in? And he was looking at my purse and looking at my shoes and things. He saw that I had a potential to have some money. So he gonna go back. He probably gonna go back and tell the rest of them, oh, it's another woman moving in. We're gonna have to rob her. We're gonna have to rob her. And things. Ooh, I gotta pray hard. I gotta pray hard if I go over there. I gotta pray hard. And he look like he don't have no job and walking around with them flip flops. I don't trust one of these young dudes walking around with a hoodie and flip flops and no socks and things. Those people will rob you. Do you hear me? And then he gonna pretend like he want to get some snacks over there on that table. And he was trying to do everything to get closer to me and check me out. I said, oh, he gonna be one of them that's big and all the time, knocking on the door. Can I borrow some sugar and things? Ugh. Ooh, the queen's offspring. The queendom. Ooh, the queendom really fucked up. I can't say that enough. You queens, y'all done created a terrible situation. You really have. You really have. And I gotta be burdened and bothered with your trash. I don't want to be bothered with your trash. That's your trash, not mine. And I wish the queens would keep their trash to themselves. But they just unleash the trash and let everybody else be bothered with their trash. I don't want to be bothered. And yesterday, yesterday when I left that place, I had to go to the store to get a money order. And child, they so far out in the bushes. It's no place to even go get a money order. She told me to go to the post office. Man, I thought I was gonna be driving to New York City to go get a to the post office. And so I said, well, let me check out this gas station. Maybe they got a money order thing over here. And man, I pulled up. I was sure I didn't see nobody when I pulled up. And that's how Satan operate. He'll just pop them out. He'll just pop out his demons out of nowhere. He just pops them out. It's a spiritual thing. They just show up all of a sudden. And I was very sure I didn't see nobody when I parked my car in between these two cars. And when I was getting ready to open my door, and I had that great big old purse that's almost like a suitcase, and I looked over there to my left, and I seen one of them hood rats sitting in his car, Mercedes Benz. You know they love Mercedes Benz. They love a Mercedes Benz. Though them the main ones that's robbing and carjacking. The ones in the Mercedes Benz, and the Mercedes Benz is probably stolen, and they done screwed the VIN number off and painted it another color and things and things. And I looked over there and saw him. I said, "Oh hell no!" And he probably saw how my eyes was looking like, ugh. That's how I be when I see them. When I see them, I be like, ugh. It's like I see a monster. It's like I see a monster, a terrorist. And when I see them, I'm like, I'm going the other way. When I see them, I'm going the other way. Okay. And when I saw him, I said, ooh. And I slammed my door and I put that pocketbook back over there on that passenger seat. I crunk up that car. I said, oh, hell no. Uh-uh. Get somebody else to do it. Baby, I get out of there so fast. And he was looking like he was offended. Hell, I'm offended that you here. Okay, I'm offended by your existence. Okay, that part. Go look at a job. Stop looking at me. And things. And child, I said, oh, this society has gotten so bad. It really have. And you can't hardly escape them. They everywhere. They everywhere. They everywhere. And they love outside. They love the streets. Ooh. And can you imagine how it's gonna be this summer? Can you imagine? Ooh, I used to love the summertime. But these heathens, this new generation of heathens, they gonna make me just be a recluse. They gonna make me stay inside year round. I can't even enjoy going to the park no more. The things I used to enjoy doing, I can't even do them no more. Because of this new generation of heathens. They just ruined everything. But anyway, let's talk about our subject matter. But yeah, once upon a time, many, many years ago, I know it's hard for y'all to believe it, but I suffered. Oh, my arm is hurting too. I think I'm having some problems with my rotator cuff. And things. And it's hurting so bad and things. Ooh, when you get older, your body starts breaking down on you. So while y'all young, Brandon, how old are you? You sound like you're young. Maybe in your 30s. While you're young, you please don't take your body for granted. Because you only get one. We only get one when we don't have no warranty on it. We can't take it back and exchange it for another one. Wouldn't it be nice if you could go to Walmart and say, look, I want to turn this one in and get another one, please. I need another lower back and another stomach. Do you got a flat stomach back there? And thighs. And you can't do that. So you got to take care of the one that you have. And thighs. But when you get to be half of 100 like me, I'm getting close to being half of 100 and thighs. I can't believe it. Where did the years go? Child, they say time flies when you're having fun. And I had a little bit of fun, but I ain't had that much. And things. But I don't feel like I'm getting ready to be half of 100. I still feel like I'm in my 20s and things. My body. Except my knees and my back. And my ankles and things. And try my hands, they starting to develop arthritis and things. Woo! I said, this is not the time for my hands to be breaking down on me. I need to be holding somebody's son's hand and things. And walking on the beach and things. And gripping this and gripping that and things. A little bit longer. A couple more years and things. And I said, all these years I've been single and celibate. I don't know how I'm going to recoup those years. And I don't want to say I don't wasted so much time, and I could have been all up in somebody's arms and sheets and things. I don't want to think like that. I don't want to say that I've been wasting my years, because it's not wasted at all. And if anything, I have been compensating for the years that I did waste in my early teens and early 20s. I was a hot mess back then. A hot mess. And I really didn't know who I was, because I listened to a lot of people tell me who I was. Thank God he showed me who I was and whose I was. You got to be careful about listening to people. And I was doing a lot of things that a lot of people wanted me to do for myself. And one day I said, wait a minute. If I live my life according to how other people view me and what other people want me to do, I'm not living my life. I'm living their life. This is not my life. This is your life. If you telling me how I should be, where I should go, what I should wear, how I should look, what I should think, what I should say, I'm living your life. I'm not living my life. So I said, we got to change that. We got to change that. If this is my life, I want to live my life. I don't want to live your life through my body. Get somebody else to do it. So then, when I experienced that awakening, things began to change. the karmic boom that you see started to be born. And I didn't look back. And I have never been the same. And it feels so good to realize who you are unapologetically and walk in who you are unapologetically and develop such confidence. See, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what the haters really don't like about me. They really don't like my confidence. And I had to pay a high price, a hefty price for this confidence. This confidence didn't come cheap, honey. Let me tell you, I had to pay a big price for this confidence. And I love my confidence. And I can't, I'm not going to never let you get me to apologize for my confidence. That's not going to happen. And if you don't like it, that's your problem, not mine. Baby, it feels so good to have confidence. That's something that money can't buy. That's something that money can't buy. And then to realize my purpose. A lot of people don't realize their purpose. Now look, I done seal this box and I don't even know what's in it and things. I've been so busy talking to y'all and things. I don't even know what's in the box and things. Child. Well, we just gonna guess what's in it. And I'm gonna put the bedroom on the box and things. I've been so busy talking to y'all. I don't know what's in the box and things. Ooh, I gotta pay attention. Hold on. I got too much going on over here. And things. And things. Now see, I got these pillows. I bought these last year and I never did use them. Ooh, they feel so good. I think I got them from Target. I think. Y'all hold on a minute. Y'all hold on. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I gotta turn my alarm on. And things. Speaking of alarm, sound like I hear alarm going off outside. Sound like the tornado warning alarm or whatever. Some kind of weather alarm. But I love these pillows. And I never have used them in things. Ooh, they feel so good in things. Oh. Yeah, I think I bought these at Target. And see, it's hard not to be a hoarder. I'm a recovering hoarder. And see, I buy these things thinking I'm going to use it. And I be intending to use it, but I be so busy. And, ooh, I can't believe I've never used my pillows and things. And I done bought more stuff than what I had. Oh, my arm. Oh, my arm is hurting so bad and things. Ooh. My body's breaking down on me and things. Father God, in the name of Jesus, please don't let my body break down. I need this body to help me get through the life a lot longer. This is not the time to be breaking down. This is not the time to be malfunctioning. This is not the time. I got to tell my body, this is not the time to be breaking down now. We don't have time to be going to the body shop and things. And things. And things. But yeah, it's so hard not to become a pack rat and a hoarder. Especially when you're a recovering hoarder. Because, you know, it's easy to have a relapse and things. But whose fault is it? Is it the fault of the retailers? Because they be pushing all this stuff on us and promoting all this stuff and making it look so good to us and things. And having all these sales and things. And Then you got social media. They be influencing us. Oh, you need to buy this. Oh, look at my fabulous house. I'm living my best life. Oh, don't you need this? Don't you need that? Oh, and I ain't never used this from the Pioneer Woman. She got a big old, she trying to be Martha Stewart and things. And oh, this is so fabulous. Don't you need this? Don't you need that? And I ain't even never used this. And I done bought it and it just sitting up collecting dust. But I be telling myself, no, I need it because I'm gonna catch some flights. When? When am I gonna catch some flights? And then I'll be like, oh, this will be so nice. I could just put my cell phone in this little department and put my ID right there. And when I get to the TSA, all I gotta do is say, hey, here's my ID. How you doing this morning? And things. And put my sunglasses right here and my cell phone right there. And I ain't been nowhere. I ain't been nowhere. And it's just been collecting dust a whole year. And things. But I'm trying to keep a perspective on the possibilities and what could be, right? So I'm trying not to be a hoarder again, but I feel like I'm slipping back into the community of not hoarding. Did I say hoarding? Oh my God, I did say hoarding. What's the word? It is hoarder. So it is the same, isn't it? Hoarder. I guess it is the same. But not whore, like fucking whore. Hoarder. It does sound the same, doesn't it? Yes, it does sound the same. But anyway, I'm trying not to be a hoarder and a whore at the same time, because you can be a hoarder whore. Okay? You can be that. And I've been that. And I have been to rehab. And I'm trying to be better. But you know, it's so challenging because we got so many stores out here. We got so many yard sales. We got so many Facebook marketplace. And we got so much And then what about the people that be giving us stuff? Oh, I was just looking through my closet and I didn't need this. It's brand new. It still got the tag on and I thought you could use it. What about those people? They don't even be making it no better. And then we just can't say no. Nancy Reagan told us in the 80s, just say no. Not just the drugs, but everything that's not benefiting to us, right? But you got to have the strength to just say no. And sometimes it's so hard to just say no. Just say no. And then, come boom, I thought this was about Blac Chyna. You talking about yourself more than you talking about Blac Chyna. Well, it goes hand in hand. So now we get to this box. And I got all this stuff. Child, when am I going to use this stuff? When? And I like this because, you know, this represents my old life. When I was in that era where I like old antique stuff. So I was channeling my old fabulous antique life. And this is not who I am now. But I don't have the strength to let it go. I don't have the strength. Because I'm thinking, well, maybe I'll get back into that era again. And it's so cute. It's like a jewelry box. It's a jewelry box. And then, you know. And I haven't even worn this stuff. I think I got this from Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I haven't even worn this little bracelet. I haven't even worn this stuff. When am I going to wear it? And then this is so old. This is so old. I don't even wear watches anymore, right? This is so old. I don't even wear this stuff. And I need to let it go. But it's a process. It's a process. And I got so much other stuff in here. Child, and this has been with me since I was a teenager. I think I stole this from my aunt, or she gave it to me. I can't remember. But this train case, this has been with me for a long time. I just can't imagine letting this go and things. And then I got some more stuff in there. Ugh, I don't even use this stuff. Ugh, I don't even use it. But I just can't let go. I just can't let go of it at times. And whew, this is just sad. This is sad and things. I get all this stuff that I'm not using and just keeping it around. See, this requires therapy. I need some therapy and find out why I can't let this stuff go. Why am I holding on to the past and things? Why am I keeping myself attached to this stuff from my past life and things? And I don't even use this stuff. This is sick. It is sick and things. Ain't this sick? This is sick. But, you know, it's a lot of reasons why we hang on to the past life that we used to live because it reminds us to keep going and pursuing a better life that we know that we have the ability to grasp and live. I think that's why it's important to remember where you came from in order to be inspired to go where you need to be. Yeah. Woo. Try say, look. Now look, here go a big old box of old clothes. Small clothes. Look at this. Look. Look at this. If I can get the camera to cooperate. Now look at this. A box of smaller clothes. Look at this. Look, a big box. A big box. A smaller clothes. Ain't this a shame? Ain't this a shame? And it's a lot of people done got burned out of their house begging for clothes on Facebook. And they could use this, but I don't want to give it to them because I want mine to be mine. And I keep telling myself, well, I'm going to lose weight. When, Karma, come on? When you going to lose it? And I feel like, well, I don't need to go shopping for no new clothes because I'm going to lose weight and buy some new clothes. Karma, come on, when you going to lose it? When? You need to go ahead and lose it so you can wear these clothes. Meanwhile, I'm just packing it up and let it sit in the corner and collect dust and things and mold and things. This is sad. This is sad. But, you know, I feel like I have the potential to lose the weight and get myself back into these clothes because I have lost the weight before, right? Did I tell y'all the story? One day I tell y'all the story, but just know that I have the ability to do it. But it's just a matter of decompressing, disciplining myself, focusing, concentrating, and doing the work. But I am enough as I am. But let me show you this picture. And this, I really want to get this picture enlarged and blown up because this is a great accomplishment. I was about the same size as I am now, and I lost weight based on a whole lot of things that I was going through way back. I think I was like 19, between 19 and 21. One day I'm going to write me a book about it real soon. So, this was the era when I had tried to commit suicide for the last time. And I was suffering tremendously with body image issues. And I was conflicted about who I was based on what the world around me said that I was. And so many people was in my ears and in my head about who I was. And it was a very emotional and very traumatic time in my life. So, oh, and just thinking about that time, that era, it gets me so emotional, you know, because it's really really heavy to be a lost woman in society, especially a black woman. It's a real heavy situation when you are suffering with self identity crisis, right? And it's really bad when you're in denial about it and you buying all this stuff to mask the problem instead of dealing with the problem. So this was a time when I was buying this and buying that. And I was still so conflicted and so unfulfilled because I was trying to mask the problem and make everybody happy around me based on material stuff. And you can never, I found out that you can never buy enough clothes. You can never buy. And I bought myself into debt, and I had to file bankruptcy because I was so far over my head in this fake world, okay? And I thought, we was right in the belly of the 90s when everything was fashion, fashion, fashion. And we had the supermodels telling us what we should look like and how we should be, how we should talk, how we should walk. And then we had the other influencers like the Little Kims, the Foxy Browns, the Mary J. Bliges, and all of these celebrities telling us this is what you should look like. Oh, you got to be cool to wear your pants and your hair like this, and a Aaliyah, and this person and that person. Oh, you're not going to be cool if you don't do this and you don't do that. So I was just chasing an image, right? And I was pursuing what society said I should look like. And before I forget, let me show y'all this picture. This is my niece, my favorite niece when she was a baby. But I can't believe she's an adult now. I can't believe she's an adult. And she was so sweet and she loved me so much and I loved her. And she was a little baby. And this is when we was wearing the French roll. And I went to McDonald's the other day and this woman had a French roll. I said, I haven't seen a French roll in a long time. Wow. And she had the finger waves and then had it pushed up into the French roll. And this is how I was wearing my hair in this in this picture. I was wearing the curly weave and then I had it pushed up in the back in a French roll. And I had lost so much weight. And that was back when the Dennis Rodman was popular and I had the Dennis Rodman t-shirt on. And I had lost so much weight because, according to society, you had to be a size zero. Okay, the supermodels was telling us this is how you should look. We're supposed to see skin and bones. You're not supposed to see no fat at all, right? So I was pursuing this look. Okay, everybody was having this look. So I had just really brainwashed myself and said, look, you got to do this, whatever it takes. You got to do this, even if it costs you your life, okay? You already done tried to kill yourself anyway, so why don't you kill yourself for a reason, a purpose? So you can look good and get all the attention and get the men to like you. Okay? Because that's what they're going to be looking for. They're going to be looking for your body first. Okay? You got to have your body. They don't care nothing about your mind. Okay? They're going to get your behind, but you got to have the look. Okay? So I said, you right. I told myself, my lost self, the lost version of myself. I said, you right. And me and my lost self, the lost version of me, we was conspiring to really chase this image by any means necessary. And it was driving me crazy. It was driving me crazy. And I think I was like 19 in this picture. I think I was either 19 or 21, something like this. And when I see this picture, I'm having conflicted emotions about it. And one part of me is like, oh wow, this is great. I remember all the wonderful times that I'm having during this era, but I'm also thinking about, oh, I was so lost. I was so lost in this era. I was such in a dark place, in a conflicted place when I look at myself in this era, right? I see a person that's so desperate to do so much to please everybody else that I was neglecting myself. And I thank God. I thank God for killing that version of me and birthing the person that you see today and helping me to be a better version of who I am even right now. I thank God that I did not die when society was trying to kill me and I was trying to kill myself. And I really, really appreciate God for helping me to be rehabilitated in my spirit as well as in my mind because it was so chaotic in my mind. And when I look at this version of me, my niece, she's so sweet and she was so pretty. When I look at this version of me, I see somebody who was so lost. I was so lost. I was so lost. But I thought I had it all together, right? But that's because I didn't know who I really was. And I didn't know my purpose. And it was all about material things, it was all about outside appearances. I hadn't really tapped into my spiritual side. But it was always there, my spiritual side. But I didn't really appreciate it, and I took it for granted. And I thank God for killing the person who I wanted to be and birthing the person that I needed to be. So I'm thankful for going through this phase of my life, right? And learning the lessons that I needed to learn and seeing people for who they are and removing. I thank God for removing a lot of those people that I had around me that was influencing me to harm and abuse myself and my body. I needed those lessons. I needed those experiences. It hurt, but God is a healer and He healed me and made me better. And when I was going through a lot of those changes, it helped me to develop into the woman that I am today. I needed the wisdom, I needed the knowledge, I needed the understanding, I needed those experiences, right? I needed to lay down in the hospital bed when I was wounded and hurting and inflicting harm upon myself and allowing and tolerating so many other people to do the same. That's why I don't tolerate any form of abuse from the trolls coming in my comment section now. That's why I lash out. That's why I abuse them because they try to abuse me. That's why. That's why I go so hard for myself now. That's why I'm going to always go hard for me, even if nobody else does. That's why I love myself so much now even if nobody else appreciates me and what I bring to the table. Because I walked away from the table that almost killed me and took me out of here. And I survived. I'm free. And nobody can get me to doubt me and who I am now. I thank God. I thank God for helping me to go through that, right? And when I was an emotional wreck, and everybody was encouraging me to use drugs, have sex, go to the club, all this stuff that I didn't even want to do. But people was pushing that stuff on me because they didn't even care for me, but they was trying to fool me like they was my friends, they was my family, they was my co-workers. They was helping me to abuse myself. They was helping me to waste money, waste time, waste energy. I wasted so much back then. And now I'm trying to recoup at damn near half of 100 when my body is breaking down on me. And I think about that so much. And I don't want to consider it wasted, but I could be so far ahead of myself had I not allowed so many people to influence me and talk in my ear and waste so much time on the telephone. You know, you can waste so much time with people. People will waste your time and get you to waste your life. And I could be so far ahead now. I could be doing so much better. And I think about it all the time. God, I thank God for his grace and his mercy. Because I never would have made it without God. Because people who was pretending to be my friend, they was trying to kill me. And they was encouraging me to kill myself. Who came to the hospital when I was trying to commit suicide that was calling themselves my friend? Nobody. Nobody was at the hospital with me when I tried to commit suicide. Nobody but my mom and a couple of family members that talked about me like a dog and laughed about it. They was coming to see what was going on so they could go back and talk about it in the community. That's the only reason they were there. But my mom, for the most part, she was the only one that came and was genuinely concerned about it. The other people, they was glad about it and they was hoping that I had succeeded. They was hoping that I had succeeded in committing suicide. They was probably mad about it. Damn, she didn't even win. We're trying to kill herself. And I really appreciate God for being in that hospital room with me because let me tell you something. Me and God, we had a long conversation during that time when I was in the hospital. After that last time that I committed suicide because I was suffering with who I was. And I told God, I don't want to be here. There's so many people that love it here. I don't want to be here. I'm sick of this process of day to day, get up every day doing the same thing. And looking at the same people and having the same expectations and the same this and the same that. I'm sick of it. I want out of here. And God said, you got to raise your expectations. You got the wrong expectations. You're hanging around the wrong people. And they're telling you the wrong things. They're showing you the wrong things. I didn't create you to be around these people. I created you for the people to be around you. You have to be a better version of yourself. You the one been wasting time. Time has not been wasting you. You've been wasting time. because I've been doing the wrong things, talking to the wrong people, and sometimes I still talk to the wrong people. But then, you know, I realized that I got a choice. And then make the change. And sometimes the changes can hurt. Sometimes God will not give us what we want so he can make room to give us what we need. Sometimes, oh my God, this box is so heavy and thighs. Oh, it's hurting my shoulder blades and thighs. Oh. Sometimes God will break our heart to correct our vision. And I realized I've been looking at a lot of things the wrong way. And God has had to correct my vision. It's all about perspective. And sometimes, oh, my arm and my leg and my back and my this and my that. Sometimes you got to have your vision corrected. And things. And things. And things. So let's talk about Blac Chyna. You know, the older we get, the more we realize, hold on y'all. The more we realize what has more value to us, right? A lot of things that I valued when I was in my 20s, I don't value those things anymore. And when I look at a lot of these things that I have as far as material things, and I see a lot of that is what I had when I was in my 20s. And I really don't have the same value for those things anymore. I can't even associate. I can't even relate to it. That's just like when I looked in this box a while ago. I can't even associate with that stuff anymore. But I'm still attaching myself to it. And I know it's a process to get rid of it. I know it is. And even a lot of these clothes that I have, that's not who I am anymore. That's not who I am anymore. And I had to go through a lot of my clothes not too long ago. And I realized a lot of that stuff I had been buying, it was all the hoochie mama clothes. And I said, oh, hell no. I can't believe I was buying this stuff. And when did I wear it? Where did I wear it to? And I realized about a few weeks ago while I was going through my stuff, I said, I don't have any ball gowns. I don't have any elegant clothes. Why? Why don't I have any ball gowns? Because I have not put myself in a position to be a baller. And I said, I got to change that. I got to have the stuff that matches where I'm going. I got to start going to the places and hanging out with the people who I want to be. Yeah. I can control that much about myself. And I keep saying I want to live this type of life. Well, why am I not living it? Because I'm not walking in my true purpose. And I said to myself, I'm about to be half of 100. It's time for me to walk in my purpose. If not now, when? 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 I've wasted too much time, valuable time you can never get back. You can never recoup time, Karma Kaboom. And it boils down to maybe I'm nervous about the unknown territory, walking into territory that I'm not familiar with and meeting people that I'm not sure about. But I've never been afraid to take chances. That's one thing that I admire about myself. Ow! Oh, my back and my leg and things. Ooh, child, this body's breaking down on me and things. Every day I get up, something else is hurting and things. Something else is aching and things. Am I the only one? Am I the only one in things? Child, I'm putting my clothes that I wear right now, I'm putting those in the suitcases to make it easier for me. And it's time for me to start catching some flights. I got my two suitcases right here. I got my two suitcases that I had when I was out of town working, and they done collected dust. Do y'all see the dust on the suitcase and things? Do you see the dust on the suitcase and things? Child, it's time for me to get this dust off this suitcase and catch some flights and things. Look at the dust. Look at the dust and things. Look at the dust and things. Do you see the dust and things? Child, it's time to get this dust off of these raggedy suitcases and catch some flights and things. It's time to catch some flights and things. Yes. It's time to catch some flights. It's time to live my best life and things. And things and things and things and things. It's time. It's time to walk in my purpose. You know, I'm entering a new phase of my life. And it's time to be a better version of myself. So that's why it's important for me to be in the right setting, because your environment has a lot to do with your growth and how you're nourished and so on and so forth. Yeah, that's why we got to be very careful about who we applaud and who we celebrate as it relates to these influencers and celebrities, because they have the ability. Child, I done opened up the suitcase to find another bag. I don't even remember this. I think this is what happened. The last time when I was at the airport, my bag was overweight, and I was so mad about it. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I got to get down there to the gate, and the woman wouldn't let me go because of 2 or 3, 4 pounds. And I couldn't believe the woman was serious. I said, ma'am, you can't let me go for 4 pounds. I think it was 4 pounds. She said, no, ma'am. I said, Lord have mercy. And I was stressed out. I was stressed out in the lobby, having to go through my clothes and do this and do that. And I said, I ain't got time for this. So somebody suggested that I go over there to the gift shop or go over there to the airline and buy this bag. And I think it was about $15. I said, well, let me go ahead and do that. And then I just check another bag. And that's what I did with Delta, child. And I don't know how I got towed up in things. I don't know how we got towed up in things. Yes, with Delta. I think they more classy than the other airlines. I tried American, but American is kind of ghetto. But Delta, they so classy, and they wear their uniforms real nice, and they give you better snacks. I like their snacks and things. It's time for me to catch some flights and things again. Yes. And I put this glove on there to make sure that I could see my bag when it came around the carousel and things. And wasn't nobody gonna steal it and things. Yes. I can't believe it's been this long since I caught some flights and things. Ooh, it's time for me to go catch some flights. I love. Do you know that was my first time getting on the airplane? I can't believe it. And I was so embarrassed, to say that. But that was my first time, and I was so excited, and I thought I was gonna be so scared. But honey, God didn't give me the spirit of fear; He gave me the spirit of power and things. And my favorite part of the airplane is the takeoff. Oh, I love that. I thought I would be scared of that, but I was not. I love that part of it. Baby, I be sitting there listening to the captain on the speaker. And I be like, in my head, I be like, come on, come on, come on, get it over with, get this announcement over with. And then the little flight attendant, she got to tell everybody to strap up, put your mask on in case this turbulence, do this and do that. I don't want to hear it. Let's get this bird in the air and things, baby. And then when it go down the runway, ooh, I be ready. I be so excited and things. And then when it go to taking off, ooh, baby, it do something to my spirit. When it take off and shoot off in the air, that's how my soul be feeling sometimes. It's time to shoot off, just shoot off like a rocket and things. Oh, I love that part when that plane shoot off in the air like that. I love that. Oh, I want to feel it again and again and again and things. Baby, it's time to catch some flights and things. And get me another stamp on my thing and things. I love when they put this on. Oh, I love when they put this on right here. I love when they put this on. Yes, put it on, man. I love when they put that on. Yes. It's time for me to schedule me some flights. It's time. I don't care where we're going, as long as I get on that airplane and things. Yes. Let me see your ID. Sure. Here go my ID. And what else do you need, ma'am? What else do you need, sir? I can't stand when they tell me to go over there to the other line and get some more checking and things. I ain't got time for that. And then they got to pat you down and things. Make sure you ain't finna be reckless and things. Until you take your shoes off and walk across that nasty floor and things. I don't like that part. I don't like that part. And things. But anyway, let's talk about Angela, aka Blac Chyna. I get carried away talking about myself and things. But, I can identify and relate to having identity crisis. And that's what it boils down to. Why she got all these BBLs and all these fillers in her face and all this plastic surgery, all that money that she done wasted. And now she's reversing all of that, right? Now she's reversing all of that. And I thank God that I did not waste all that kind of money. But I tried. Let me tell you something. The only reason why I didn't have all these plastic surgeries and BBLs and bleach my skin, cause I didn't have the money. It helped that I was broke. Thank you, God. Back then. But I want to be rich now, God. Okay. But thank you. Thank you that I had bad credit back then. But if I had had good credit and some money, I would have had me a big old booty back there, right? and had my titties done and things, and had my skin bleached and my nose skinny and things, and all of this fillers and all of these fake teeth and all of this and all of that, I would have had it if I had better credit and more money and some resources, or a man that had a lot of money, a sugar daddy. I would have had all of that. Long wigs and things to cover up and mask who I really am. So I thank God. See how God will help you by not giving you a lot of money. Because if you have a lot of money, you'll be more reckless with yourself. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. See how sometimes God won't give you what you want in order to give you what you need. Yes. So he know that you're gonna be reckless with the money. He gonna say, no, I'm gonna put the money on pause. I give her the money later. She can't handle the money right now because it's gonna be too much pressure. Okay? And it would have been too much pressure for me. That's why you see so many people in this generation, especially. Look how reckless they are. They got all this money. They holding all this money to their ear. And most of it is fake money. I got some too. Hold on, let me go get it. Let me go get it in times. Let me go get it in times. I ordered me some from Amazon in times. Where is the money at? Where is the money at in times? Where is it at in times? Child, where is the money? Oh, oh, it's in that other box. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Whew, I got so much stuff going on. When you start packing, child, it's easy. It's easy to lose where you put your stuff at in things. Here it is. Yeah. A lot of these people, they holding all this fake money to their ears and things. It ain't even real. But they want to give it an illusion like it's so real. Holding all the money to their ears. And I think that's so ghetto and so retarded. And it's only the broke people that's really broke be doing all of this and things. But the more money that a lot of these people have, the more reckless they are. Look at them. All you got to do is look at them and follow them in their social media. Follow them up and down these streets. Most of the people with all this money, they are the most reckless. Look at them in the street driving these race cars, a 50, 60, 80, $100,000 race car. And they reckless as fuck. Forgive me, Lord, for cussing. They very reckless. And I think about that all the time. In my younger self, I would have been so reckless if I had more money. Because I was already reckless with the little bit of money that I had. And look at what I was doing with the money. Wasting it on all this material stuff. Wasting it on all these restaurants. Just waste. And now here I am. I'm needing that money back. But it's gone. So now I'm just scratching and struggling and digging, trying to make a lot out of a little that I get and hoping for better days. You can waste a whole lot of money on foolishness. You can waste a whole lot of your best years on foolishness. Complete foolishness. And see, this is where I can relate to Blac Chyna. Look at all this money she done wasted on BBLs. And I'm so glad. I'm so glad that she realized how ridiculous she was looking. She was looking a mess. And for a long time, I couldn't stand Blac Chyna because she was looking ridiculous and she was so proud of it. And that's the image that she was trying to project and push and influence. And look at all these other regular girls that got influenced by the Blac Chynas, the Kim Kardashians, the K Michelles, Amber Rose, all of them. Now, and then Amber Rose, she was trying to push the slut life with the slut walk. Now she don't even want to be a slut anymore. Brittany Renner, same thing. Now she done had a come to Jesus moment. Now she regret all these men that she done got slutted out by. But look how many girls and guys that they influence. And they don't endanger so many people's lives. So many women have died because they don't went and get all this plastic surgery. And you can't come back from that. And I just thank God while I was under the influence of a lot of these women and men that almost killed me. I'm still here. God allowed me redemption. God allowed me another chance to live. They almost killed me too. But they have killed a lot of people. The blood is on their hands. And like I said, it's only because I didn't have the money and the credit that I didn't go and lay on the table. That's the only reason. It's no other reason. Because I too was suffering from low self esteem. I wanted some likes. Huh. I wanted everybody to look at me. I wanted everybody to give me some attention. And I wanted everybody else's attention. And you have to do more and more and more. And you get so addicted to that world and that life and that mindset. And you abandon who you are inside, in your spirit, in your core. Because you're masking who you are. That's why so many people don't want to be alone. They got to be around a lot of people. They always got to go to somebody's house, somebody's club, somebody's bar, somebody's football game, somebody's basketball game, somebody's suite, somebody's hotel, somebody this, somebody that. They got to catch some flights. They got to do this. They got to do that. They got to have some sex. They got to get some drugs. They got to because they are not comfortable with themselves and being alone in a room by themselves. That's why they always outside. That's why they always in them streets. That's why they always gotta be in the sheets with somebody's son or somebody's daughter because they are not comfortable with who they are. And I just thank God that I am so comfortable with who I am. Even if I'm fat, I can lose weight. But even now, being fat, I'm fabulous. I am so comfortable with who I am, you know. And I know, the Lizzos of the world, they try to project and promote and pretend like they're so confident, but they really not. They are not. And it is unhealthy. So this is a phase that I'm going through, and it's a process. But in the meantime, I'm really sure of who I am, and I am enough. And sometimes I'm more than enough. Sometimes I'm too much. And that's okay too. And I embrace the fact that I'm a work in progress. Meanwhile, you got so many people that's pretending like they so perfect. They're so flawless. They don't make any mistakes. And they just point out all the mistakes of Karmika Boom. They just keep on digging in Karmika Boom's garbage and dragging all over the streets. They want everybody to look at Karmika Boom's garbage so they can deflect and not let nobody look at their garbage. And their garbage is way worse than mine. Their garbage is way more funky than mine. Their garbage is terrible. Matter of fact, they get sewage. They don't even have garbage. They're just garbage motherfuckers. Forgive me, Lord, for cussing. And, I'm not ashamed of my garbage. You know, I'm transparent. I'm an open book. I tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, and the otherwise. And I keep it moving. Meanwhile, they are handicapped by my garbage. I'm free of my garbage. But they have embraced my garbage. Think about that. That's really fucked up. Forgive me, Lord, for cussing. That's really fucked up, isn't it? When somebody is handicapped by what you have been free of, you have been redeemed of your garbage, but somebody is bond to your garbage. You are in bondage to my garbage. You can't think about nothing else but my garbage. You can't talk about nothing else but my garbage. You can't put nothing else on your social media page but my garbage. You are bound. I am free. That's fucked up. Ain't that fucked up? Touch your neighbor and say that's fucked up. Forgive me, Lord, for cussing. Okay. And they keep on trying to drag me back to the garbage can. And I'm like, I'm kicking and screaming, saying, no, I'm not going back to the garbage can. My future look better than my past. I'm not going back to the garbage. And they want me to go back to the garbage. I'm not looking back. Like that woman in the Bible. The Lord said, don't look back. I'm not looking back. You can look back. I'm not looking back. I'm looking to the future. Because my future look better than my past. And so many people, that lets you know that so many people, just like with Blac Chyna right now, they, even her own mama, they mad at her because she wants to be better than her past. It's so many people who are ridiculing her and criticizing her and condemning her for making this change to be better and be more healthy. That lets you know that so many people would rather have you sick mentally, spiritually, emotionally, etc. They would rather for me to be sick. That's why they keep on talking about when I was sick and my sickness. But now that God has healed me, they don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about when I was sick and fucked up. That's what they would rather me be. And you know why? You know why? Because that shows me something about people. These people, they are who I was. And they don't want you to be better because they feel like, you don't have the right to be better because you are one of us or you was one of us and you got some nerve. You got some nerve to want to be better than us. We're going to drag you back to your past and make you sit down in this seat and be who you was because that's who we are and that's what we are comfortable with you being. We don't want you to be better. We want you to be the worst version of yourself. You want us. And you don't have the right to move to a better version of yourself. You don't have that right. We gonna demand that you be one of us. You gonna be the captain of the garbage ship, okay? Because we garbage and we want you to keep on being garbage, okay? You can't be garbage and be better. We're gonna let you be garbage for life. This is a life sentence. But thank God that the garbage community don't have that kind of power to hold me hostage. I'm better than what I was. And I don't need your permission, garbage. And I don't need your permission or approval, garbage. Okay? And I'm going to live my best version of me unapologetically, whether you like it or not, garbage community. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. And it's nothing that I'm ashamed of. Nothing. But you are ashamed of it because that's who you are. That's what you are about. and you want to project your insecurities on me, and you don't have that power. You don't have the power. And I'm not going to give you permission. Okay. I thank God that I'm not bound to garbage people. Okay. Okay. And it's something spiritually connected to that. When people want you to be who you was, let me tell you why. And they so um they so mesmerized by it to the point that they obsessed with it. They obsessed with it. When you talk about a person's past life and who you thought they was and who you want them to be as it relates to being a garbage person, okay, and you talking about it 8 months, a whole year, 5 years, 10 years, it's something wrong with you. It ain't nothing wrong with me. It's something wrong with you, garbage. It's something wrong with you. And let me tell you why they talk so much about the garbage, because they are fetishizing the garbage. They are fantasizing about the garbage. Okay. And this is the life that they want to live. That's why they talk about it. And that's why they obsessed with it months and years, because this is who they are, garbage. And it's sad that people want you to be garbage. They don't want you to be better. They want you to be the worst version of yourself because that's who they see in themselves. And I'm so happy for Blac Chyna realizing that this was a terrible version of herself and doing the necessary work to reverse it. Yeah, she wasted a lot of money laying on all them plastic surgery tables. And, she's made a lot of money. Even with her OnlyFans, she said she made millions of dollars, but she recently closed her OnlyFans because that's not who she is anymore. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for this awakening. Thank you, God, for this redeeming hour. Thank you, God, for this resurrection. Do you see the power of God and what God can do in your life when you make the choice to make the change and you get tired? You got to get tired of being the worst version of yourself and want better. Nobody else can want it for you. You gotta be hungry and thirsty for better, just like you was hungry and thirsty for the worst version of yourself when you wanted to be wallowing around in garbage and living the garbage life. Oh, you was thirsty for that, right? And so many people was applauding that and encouraging that. But just like people was applauding the worst version of yourself, it's gonna be some people, even if you have to encounter new people. God will place new people in your path to applaud and encourage the better version of yourself and leave those garbage people behind in the garbage, okay? And press forward and live your best life as a better version of yourself, okay? And God will recoup what was lost as it relates to money. A lot of times it's not even about money though. It's about your spirit. It's about your personality. It's about your tenacity, you know. And that's what a lot of people be really really jealous about when they see the type of spirit that you have and the influence that you have and the ability that you have, the potential that you have. It's not even always about money. It's about your spirit. When you have a beautiful spirit, something that money can never buy. A lot of people be hating on that. A lot of people be jealous of that when they see your spirit shining like a diamond. And then you have the ability to touch so many people around the world that they don't have the ability to do, and they see your personality popping and things. Like melanin be popping, your personality be popping, and you be influencing people to laugh and think and encouraging people, and your prayer can get through. You know, their prayer be stuck because they wicked. And God says he will not hear your prayers if you got uh what's the word? Uh what's the word? Iniquity. If you got iniquity in your heart, that means you're wicked. If you wicked, your prayer is stuck like Chuck. Your prayer can't get through. He don't mess with you. In other words, God don't mess with you. You're not his people. If you got iniquity in your heart, and a lot of people, that especially these haters, these trolls, they be trolling. I mean, you got iniquity in your heart. That's why nothing that you do will prosper when you try to form a weapon against me and things. You got to get that iniquity out of your heart. Your heart is fucked up. Forgive me, Lord, cousin. So, no matter what you do, it's not going to prosper when you try to attack me and form a weapon against me. Your weapon will form, but it ain't going to prosper. Hallelujah, Lord. And yeah, that's why your prayer can't get through. That's why your weapons form, but they don't prosper because you got iniquity in your heart. But I digress. And I just thank God today that uh Angela, aka Blac Chyna, she has gotten all that stuff out of her face. Woo! I'm so glad she did that. It was looking so horrible for years. And thank God she got that mess out of her booty. And she said, I was looking at a video today I posted on my community page on my YouTube channel. And she was saying a lot of times when she would be having sex with guys, you know how to be slapping you on your ass from the back and things. And she said it was hurting. It was hurting. And then all that silicone, it was forming little balls every time some of them guys be slapping her on her butt and things and hitting her from the back and things. And she said, oh, she was just getting so sick. After they would be doing that, she would get so sick because all that stuff be, that silicone forming balls in her butt and just getting all in her bloodstream and things, just getting all in her immune system, making her sick. And I said, that's so sad, the price that so many people pay for this artificial version of beauty. And beauty comes from within. And that's a beautiful thing. That's why I can get on here and show my naked face because I'm beautiful. And I don't have to adapt and adopt the world's version of beauty. I don't have to go out here and buy these eyelashes and all this makeup and all of these wigs and things. I can get on here just like this. And I know you don't have to tell me that I'm beautiful because I know I am from the inside out. And then if I choose to put on makeup and wigs and eyelashes, ooh, I run a lot of circles around y'all. You hear me? And I'm very confident about that. Y'all better be glad I ain't got on all that stuff. Cause I take your man and your daddy too. Okay. I'm just that confident. I'm just that confident. Even even while I'm fat, y'all better be glad that I'm fat. Because I would be a terrible threat if I was skinny and real fine. I'm already fine while I'm fat. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how much of a threat I would be if I would lose weight? Y'all better be glad that I'm fat. You better be glad. That's the only reason why some of y'all husbands is secure. And he ain't really secure because a lot of these men are messing around with fat women while they married to you. Yes. I ain't trying to make you nervous. I'm just telling you what it is. The facts are the facts, okay? And the track record of these men prove it. It backs up what I'm saying, okay? I'm not just talking to you. I'm telling y'all what's going on in things. And things. And things. And while I'm celibate and walking with the Lord, y'all better be glad about it. Can you imagine if I was a loose woman in these streets? Can you imagine how much damage I would be causing? It's safe out there in them streets right now because I'm celibate. I'm saved. I'm minding my own business and things. Can you imagine if I was a loose woman and I had more money and was laying on these tables getting all this surgery and things. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Y'all better be glad that I'm in this status right now. And things. And things. And I've been redeemed and set free and things. Because, if I was another version of myself, I'd be reckless. Reckless. And things. And things and things. Yeah. Yeah. When you don't know who you are, that money just makes you more reckless. It makes you more dangerous. And it makes you have a lot of influence for other people to be the same way. So I just thank God for knowing who I am and knowing what I'm capable of. And he know my limits and when I can't have limits on myself. And he helps me not to be reckless and wreck myself. So he had to check me before I check out of here and things. And I'm so glad that apparently Blac Chyna has had a talk with God. Because I heard her, I'm listening to her, and she's talking and making reference to God. And I hear that it's genuine in her voice. And even her own mama, Tokyo Tony, she's on video ridiculing the fans that's glad about Blac Chyna having these surgeries reversed. Cause she like all of that. She wanna if she had the money, Blac Chyna would give her the money. She'd be over there having surgery too. I wish it would start with the inside of her bottom lip. It looks a mess. Why is the inside of her bottom lip so black and things? Oh, it looks so nasty. But I like Tokyo Tony sometimes. 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 Okay. And I don't know if her and Blac Chyna, if they will all, I don't know if they will resolve their differences. You know, the older Blac Chyna is getting, I'm seeing more maturity. I'm seeing more maturity. And it's a shame that her mama doesn't appreciate that about her. You know, and her mama wants to be out there in the streets and doing the things that's reckless that a lot of these young people are doing. And she's conflicted. One minute she want to talk about Jesus and God and try to say what Blac Chyna needs to do to better herself, but she's not applying them same principles to her own life. Her own life is reckless and raggedy. It's not aligning, a lot of things that we say as it relates to living the better version of ourselves and being more conscious. It's got to line up, okay, with what we're saying, what we're doing. It's got to line up. And when you are a mother to children, it's really important that you put away that reckless life and you are a steward of children. You are a teacher. And that's a great responsibility to be a teacher. And you are helping to mold and shape the lives and the minds of a little human being that's looking up to you. They haven't been here before. They don't know how to be and where to go and what to think and what to say. They depending on you, the mother, the dad. Okay? So a lot of people take that for granted and they think being a mother is just about feeding the kid every now and again, changing the diaper when you feel like it, and then putting a greater responsibility on your mama, the grandchild, the grandmama's, uh, you know, all of that, and or taking it to the babysitter or giving it to somebody else while you go and party and do what you want to do and see the kid every now and again. And that is abandonment. That's not responsible parenting. Okay? And letting the child do what they want to do. No, no, no. You are the one who has the responsibility to guide and direct the child in the right way that it should go. But how can you do that when you're not going in the right direction yourself? You need guidance and direction yourself. Okay, what time is it? It's almost time for me to get my dinner done and things. And child, I got so much work to do in this place. Ooh, and I feel like I need another nap before I go to my job and things. And things. But anyway, um, oh, my arms is hurting and things. Child, I can't wait till I get me another husband so he can do all this heavy lifting and most of this work. Or he'll come on in with his wallet and say, look, we'll just pay somebody to pack all this stuff up. You just go over there and lay down and let me rub on your legs and backs and feet and things. And I'll be like, oh, for real? Okay, say less. Let me go over here and get in the bed for you and things. Yes, I can't wait till my fine husband show up. Try and tell me I've been waiting on you to say yes. Where you been all my life and things? And I've been saying, ooh, I've been distracted and held hostage by all these foolish folks that didn't deserve me and things. Yeah, these hoes, when they ask me, why are you single? I be like, you hoes don't deserve me. That's why I'm single. I'm single because I want better. We got to do a video about that to talk about why I'm single. And oh, it's just sad on the dating scene right now. And I really am not in a rush to get involved. And somebody asked a question I saw on YouTube last night. Somebody asked the question, can you be happy alone? And I'm like, absolutely yes. Absolutely. Child, now once upon a time, I was like a lot of y'all. I felt like I needed somebody to be happy. Oh, that's bullshit. That's total bullshit. Forgive me, Lord, for cussing. That is so total bullshit. Baby, I'm so happy with me. I'm so happy with me. It's like I can't even imagine somebody not being happy with themselves. But if when you don't know yourself, I guess I can see why you wouldn't be happy alone. If you're not really comfortable and confident in yourself and you don't know who you are, I guess it's easy to see why you would not be happy alone. And you gotta have somebody. You know how a lot of these women, especially in the black community, as soon as they get pumped and dumped by one man or they man die or go to prison, whatever, there they go with another man. They always got another man and another man and another man. Just like Brianna, LaTruth's wife, she ain't even got divorced from LaTruth yet. There she go with another dude. And I think he already done dumped her. They went, and I thought that was so inappropriate. She loved to go to Jamaica. She's supposed to be so rich. Can't she go to Dubai? Can't she go to Paris? Can't she go? Why is she always going to Jamaica? Oh, is that how far her money can go or what? Okay, but she always going to Jamaica. Now here she go, done took the new dude to Jamaica and got one hotel room and took her 3-year-old daughter. You know that little girl done sat in that room and heard her sucking that new dude's dick. Okay. I thought that was so inappropriate, and a lot of people did too. Okay, you still a married woman, but you done took another man, and then she done spent allegedly $30,000 on some jewelry on Valentine's Day for a new dude that she don't even know, and rented out this Rolls Royce and all of this and all of that. That's money that she gonna be putting towards her children college fund. Okay, but she thinking that the YouTube checks gonna keep on coming. Meanwhile, the views done declined since her and LaTruth done got separated. Okay, they making more money together than they was apart, and nobody is checking for them individually. The magic was just like T.S. Madison and Kaya. The magic was them together. They're not doing well individually. Okay. And anyway, I see so many women. They always gotta have a man, a man, a man, a man, a man, a man. And I see so many of these women bringing all of these men around their children. And that's why a lot of these children get abused sexually, emotionally, physically, etc. And when I was younger, we had this neighbor, Mary Berry. I ain't gonna never forget about that woman. She always, and I think I was like 6 or 8 years old at the time. And I was thinking to myself, damn, this woman always got a man. Every other night she had a different man. And her children was around the same age as me. And I was like, oh, I'm so glad my mom don't have all the men over at the house. Every other night, it's a different car in the yard. It's a different man that the kids gotta be introduced to every other night. And I'm like, that woman had to have a white level. I believe she had a white level. And I'm like, wow, how can you let yourself just be laid up with a different man every other day, every other night? That's why. That's why. Because they don't know themselves. They're not comfortable being alone. And they feel like a man is going to make them happy. Meanwhile, they still sad. Meanwhile, they still busted and disgusted. Meanwhile, they don't never get married. They can't stay married. And their hair won't grow. And it's just sad. At the end of the day, when you get all these men, okay, all you got to show for it is a wide thigh gap. That's all you get. A wide thigh gap and collapsed walls. And the men won't even help you rebuild your walls and things. Ain't that sad? Ain't that sad to have some collapsed walls? And that's why a lot of these women have to resort to sucking dick because they don't have any walls. The men don't have nothing to grasp and hold on to when they go down there and things. That's so sad to be a woman without walls. That sounds like a movie, don't it? That sounds like a title for a book and things. A woman without walls. That sounds like a conference. Woo! A woman without walls. I thank God that I got walls. See, that's why you need to be celibate. That's why you need to walk with the Lord. You need some walls. No matter how old you get, you need some walls. And a lot of these women, especially these young girls, they don't have no walls. And don't let them fool you and make you think they living their best life and make you think, oh, at least I got some money, but you ain't got no walls. You ain't got no touch your neighbor and say they ain't got no walls and things, baby. You may have more money than me, but you ain't got no walls. I got some walls. I thank God I got some walls. Yes, they get these men, but the men ain't got nothing to grip. They need something to grip on and hold on to while they down there. And things. That's why they gotta suck some dick. They gotta suck so much dick because they ain't got no walls. They ain't got no walls. And things. Been fucking so long you ain't got no walls. Having so many babies you ain't got no walls. Playing with yourself so long you ain't got no walls and things. It's just a shame to be a woman without walls. Walls matter. Touch your neighbor and say walls matter. And things. But I digress. But I'm so glad that Blac Chyna has made this decision to um, rectify and redeem herself and reverse this plastic surgery curse. And hopefully she will be healthy and God will, you know, help her to be a better version of herself and for her children. And now that she done got all that stuff off her face, she can look more like her daughter. Okay. At first, I was like, "Ooh, it's so many people." Even her daughter, they gonna be like, "Who is her mama?" She don't even look like her daughter. Now, thanks to the skin bleaching, she might her and her daughter can look alike now. Yes. And I think she even had her lips bleached and she got them pink. I don't know how they did that, but if they can do your eyebrows and get your tattoos, I guess they tattooed. I guess they tattooed that pink on her lips because it's permanent. Look like it's permanent. She went to the doctor on the video with her lips like that, and baby, they wiped them out, but they were still pink. I said, oh, they probably tattooed her lips pink. Okay. Plastic surgery, they can do so many things. They have made so many strides in all this technology and things. So anything's possible, child. And but just because the doctors can do it don't mean that you gotta get it done. Okay, be satisfied with yourself. Get somewhere and sit down and get familiar with yourself. Get introduced to who you are. Work on yourself, your inner self. Okay, your spirit. Okay, and all this money, you can use that to do better things. Okay, and so many people, especially in America, so many women in particular, they're suffering from self identity crisis. They're suffering from identity fraud. Okay, we talk about the problems as it relates to self identity crisis and self love and self care. But then we turn around and let these blogs like the Shade Room get away with promoting those dangerous images and exploitation and monetizing a lot of self identity body image crisis. How long are we gonna do that? And meanwhile, the cancel culture sits back and be quiet and projecting all this uh select outrage. Okay, we see a lot of these females suffering from self identity crisis, but you got people like the Shade Room, these blogs on social media that's more dangerous because they use this as a weapon of mass destruction. I got up this morning and I placed it on my community page and on my Facebook page, the Shade Room. As soon as I clicked on the Shade Room, there they go posting young Miami, who ain't gonna never have a ring but the ring around her bathtub and things. Meanwhile, she gotta stand in line and wait for her turn with P Daddy, an old man that's in the closet, and going both ways and spreading his sperm around the nation, all over international and things. And they have her posted up on the page showing her ass. She just couldn't let Sierra have her moment to get naked by herself. So now she said, I'm gonna get naked too. I'm gonna walk around with me a nude see-through bodysuit too and show my ass. And they go to Shade Room posting her up saying, oh, she giving body. She giving looks and body. And they got them stupid motherfuckers in the comment, oh, with the fire emojis and saying, oh, she looking good and all that kind of foolishness. Forgive me, Lord, for cussing. And help these lost and endangered people of this generation. It's just sad, sad, sad that y'all, I'm not gonna put myself in the same category as y'all who encourage all this foolishness. You all are part of the problem when you applaud and give a pass to all this foolishness that is destroying this culture and these young girls and indoctrinating them into this society where they have to adapt and adopt another version of themselves that's costing them so much, including a lot of money that they don't have. And it's just sad that we talk about the dangers of these plastic surgeries, but then y'all promote it at the same time and let these blogs get away with selling it to a lot of these people that's already lost, dazed, and confused. And make you think, oh, people like Young Miami Sawyer, oh, she giving looks, she serving looks and body, you stupid idiots. And I'm so glad that, a lot of young and impressionable young girls and guys, they may be influenced by that, but that doesn't influence me. I just think it's stupidity. Okay, I'm not influenced by that, but I can't speak for everybody because somebody is influenced by that. And they may think, oh, I need to look like this in order to get some likes on my social media. I need to look like this so I can get some attention from a man or a woman. I need to look like this so I'll be better. And that's the wrong thought process to have. And we got to be better and teach better. Okay? And these people, I'm so sick of it. They're validated by their ass, and that's all they can show you is their ass. They can't show you no class because they are ass, all ass. And this is why they get what they get. Okay, they're not happy people. They're not satisfied. Okay, and they just walk around showing their ass, the worst, most filthy part of your whole body, unsanitary. Okay, it's so satanic and diabolical. But they want you to think, oh, they popping because they got some ass. You idiot. Okay, and the ass don't even look good. Okay, that part. But anyway, I'm so glad that Blac Chyna has realized that she was looking a mess, and she has embraced being a better version of herself, and she's you know doing the work, and already looking a whole lot better. Already looking a whole lot better because that mess that she had in her lips and all in her jaws and cheeks and all of that, and even them eyelashes. Oh, that was so terrible. And I'm so glad that she decided to get them raptor nails off. I'm so glad. When I see that, all I can think about is a demon. Them demons and them gargoyles and them gremlins, they be having them long raptor nails, them claws like some kind of animal. And why would you as a woman want to walk around looking like that? And see, that was under the influence by Cardi B. That was under the influence. That was under the influence by Cardi B. Cardi B is the one started that diabolical, demonic mess that don't even look good. That don't even look good. And how can they clean their butt? How can they wash their body properly? How can they change their baby's diapers? How can they clean their house and wash their clothes and things with all that trash on their fingers? Oh, it's so tacky and ugly. But anyway, they make a lot of stuff popular and trendy and cool. That's trash. And it's sad that they do all of this extra stuff to try to fit in and get you distracted about who they really are. It's nothing but a mask, and it's a distraction, and it's a deflection. Okay, it's trickery. They want you to focus on the outside so you don't focus on what's on the inside because they don't have nothing on the inside and things. They not tricking me. They're not fooling me. And that's what you need to have. You need to have some substance about you on the inside. Work on your inside. And you know, that's why they don't have long lasting relationships. That's why they don't have success in life overall because it's all about the outside and they unfulfilled and they chasing an image. And the image is delusional. Okay? The image ain't even cute. Okay? So you got to work on your inside and develop a lot of substance and spirituality, okay, on the inside. Otherwise, you're going to be so unhappy. You're going to be chasing drugs. You're going to have to keep yourself medicated, self medicated with these drugs and all this alcohol and liquor and sex and this and that and buying and shopping and this and that. And just, it ain't going to never be enough. That's why you see so many people crashing out and killing themselves because they get caught up in that delusional world and they don't have no self-esteem and they got people around them that don't have no self-esteem and everybody lost and just crashing out one by one and two by two and sometimes in mass. But I thank God today for saving me from that culture and that community. Hallelujah. Hallelujah for deliverance. Yes. And and things. So it's almost 1:30. Well, it is after 1:30. And I guess it's time for me to I wanna go lay down and take me another nap. But it's time. Oh, I don't feel like cooking. I really don't. But I guess I will. I guess I will. Mm. And a part of me, ooh, I really want to start eating more healthy and really, this is what I really want to do. I really want to, um, what's the word? I really want to, um, uh, what's the word that I'm looking for? I really want to, well, I can't remember the word that I'm looking for. So I'm gonna use this word. I really want to reestablish myself, okay? And live a better version of myself as it relates to being healthy, mind, body, and soul, okay? And my environment plays a big pivotal role in that. That's why I'm really focused on where I move next, because my next move needs to be one of my better moves. And I got to be free of a lot of stress and a lot of distractions. I got to have some rest. I got to have some peace. I got to have some quiet time, okay? Cuz I got to have a quiet space to be able to rest and dream, because God talks to me and comes to me and shows me things in my dreams. That's why Satan has been working so hard to keep me distracted and disturbed these last, particularly, 2 years, especially with that garbage bitch down there. And I'm so glad. Obviously, she been somewhere sucking some dick. Probably these last 2 years, or what? I mean, 2 days or 2 or 3 days or all week. And wherever she is, I'm so glad that she been gone, because it been so quiet. It's been so quiet. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Because I sure don't want to call her up. I sure don't want to call her up. And I need a quiet place. I'm not talking about every now and again. I need it quiet all the time, okay? And I need to get into nature, where the trees and the birds and the wind and the rain and the sunshine and the clouds are. Okay, this environment is so toxic to me. All this race car driving, all this chaos, all of these sirens, all of these uh gunshots, and every day on the news somebody dying. Do you know how toxic that is? Listening and looking at that every day. I can't take any more of that. And I've been thinking the last couple of months, and I have really struggled with saying this, because words have power. And I got to be careful about the type of words that I connect myself to, because a lot of those things can manifest. Those words can manifest. So I got to be very careful about the words that I speak unto myself. And I have been suppressing this for quite some time. And I've been struggling with if I want to say this out loud to anybody. But in a lot of ways, a lot of these people, these diabolical people that's racing all over the street and killing and stealing and carjacking and all this stuff. And it ain't nobody but the niggas. Let's be honest. Not just here in this city, but all over the country. We got the same epidemic. We got the same pandemic. We got the same casualties. And it's the niggas. And to a certain degree, this culture of niggas, they have broken my spirit. And I've been struggling with saying that out loud. And when I talk about it to other black people, they can't relate. And the worst thing you can tell me, like one black woman recently told me who I thought had some sense, and she's an older black woman. And you got to watch these people. Some of these people support all of this, even if it's indirectly. Silence is consent. That's what Dr. Martin Luther King said. And she told me, well, you just got to stop watching all this news. Just don't watch it. That's so irresponsible to me. Just because you don't watch it, that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. And you got a responsibility, if you, especially you being an older woman, to say something and do something. At least write some emails to the legislators, the people that can control it and do something about it, and write some more laws, okay, to try to enforce the laws or something. But her answer to the problem is you just got to stop watching the news. That was more hurtful to me than the reality that, and so many people, they have checked out of reality. They are living in a bubble. So you think just because you don't watch the news, that's gonna keep you safe? That's not the answer. Not watching the news. Wow. Wow. Huh. But anyway, this environment is so unhealthy. And I want to be healthy. Even if these people around me don't want to be healthy, they have made their decision. They have made their choice. They want to live their worst life. That's not what I want. And they are trying to force their life on me. I don't want to drive down up and down the street smelling marijuana every day. And it's all in my car and all in my nose, all in my head, and it's getting in my spirit. That's not who I am, and that's not what I want. Okay, if y'all want to crash out, y'all go ahead and crash out. If you don't want more out of life, that's you. That's you and your choice. If y'all want to celebrate death and destruction every day and put these dead people on y'all's t-shirts and on y'all's timelines and on your Facebook page, you go right ahead and build a memorial for the dead. I want to live, and I want to live my best life for real. Unlike a lot of these people that say that they living their best life, they really living their best lie. And it shows. Look at their track record. Look at their circumstances. Look at their community. Okay, look at them. I don't want this for my life. Look at how they dress. Look at the type of vehicles they drive, the raggedy vehicles they drive. They dusty, and they celebrate dust. They celebrate scamming. They celebrate stealing. They celebrate killing. That's not what I want for my life. And they hooking up with ugly people and marrying and having ugly babies. That's not what I want for my life. Oh, this community, this culture has declined. And it's getting worse every day. And you got to be careful. You can become a product of your environment. I don't want this rubbing off on me. And that's what Satan is trying to do. He's trying to influence so many of these people and to be indoctrinated. And I'm seeing it happening. A lot of these people are losing their values. Their principles are declining. And they are being acclimated into the garbage life. I don't want that for me. Okay? I don't want it. I reject that life. And I'm so glad that God has revealed who I am. And I won't accept anything less than that. I will not accept anything less for myself as it relates to other people. I have standards. And it's good to have standards. Don't never let nobody make you feel bad for having standards. And I am never going to apologize for having standards. And they try to make you think, oh, you the problem. You always got a problem. Everywhere you go, you always got a problem with somebody else. That's because I got standards and you do not. Okay. And I'm never going to apologize for having standards. Yes, I want better. I demand better. Okay, yes, I got a problem when you don't have the same standards as I do. And we always gonna have a problem. So let's let it go wherever it's gonna go. Okay? All right. So with that being said, I don't know if I want to get into bed or not. I think I do. I think I need another nap and things. Child, I thought I was gonna finish packing and cook me some dinner, but that bed is looking better. I think I want to get in the bed and turn my electric blanket back on and get me another nap and things. Child, let me close up this suitcase and lay down. I love laying down. Do y'all hear me? I love it. Oh, I love getting me some good sleep and things and things and things. I love it. Am I the only one that love to get in the bed and crawl up in the fetal position and things? Oh, yes. I need a massage. That's what I need and things. Y'all send me a cash app so I can give me a full body massage and things. Ooh, child, I got a real good masseuse. And he come to you in things. And child, he'll work it out. And I need it all in my lower back and things. Oh, child, I need it so bad. Oh, what y'all waiting on to hit the cash app so I can get me a massage and things? $ karma kaboom and things. Oh, all over on my left side. It's just needing to be worked out and things. Ugh. I believe I can get a good massage. I used to get them every time I get paid. But child, this inflation done caught up with me and it's trying to kick one side of my ass and working on the other and things. And things and things. But God. Child, is the inflation kicking y'all ass? Huh? Is the inflation kicking y'all ass? Or is it just mine and things? Huh? Hello, everybody in the chat. How are y'all doing? Y'all having just your own conversation in the chat and things. And things. Brandon, are you still here? Huh? Brandon, are you still here? Brandon said, I enjoyed your traveling videos. I did too, Brandon. Ain't the time to catch some more flights, Brandon. Yes, baby, it's time to catch some flights. I enjoyed them traveling videos myself. Hopefully you get a chance to travel more in the future. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Brandon said, I can't imagine you ever being a hot mess. I was a hot mess, Brandon. I was a hot mess in my past life, child. Ooh, I was a hot mess. And it's one thing to be a hot mess and not know that you're a hot mess. But it's another thing to be a hot mess and you know you're a hot mess and you enjoy being a hot mess. Yes, I was a hot mess. I thank God for delivering me from being a hot mess. I was a hot mess, Brenda. Yes, I was a hot mess. Yes, hello, Willette. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in to this live. And um, I think I'm gonna go back to sleep. I don't think I got enough sleep and things. So I'm gonna lay back down for about, I guess, about 2 more hours. Ooh, I feel like it's gonna be a drive up restaurant uh dinner today. That's what I think. I think I'm gonna go through a drive through today, child. Ooh, child. And I got so much to do, but I'm gonna go lay down. I got so much to do. It don't make no sense how I got so much to do, but I'm gonna go lay down and work on this stuff again another day. I'm gonna go lay down. I'm turning my electric blanket on and things, and get back in this bed for about 2 more hours and things. I'll let you girl. Peace.